Börja spela in för fan. 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, it's me, RaxusPrime, and I'm here with another episode of Horace. Oh, we are at the mainland now. I don't like it at all. This is scary. Well, apparently a war happened. And nothing seemed to be as it should. I wonder where Alice and the others are. All junk are cleaned! Yay for you. Right, that's how you do it. This is how we do it. That's something you should learn, Horace. Magnetic shoes always work magic.
I was confronted by a lovable fat old dog. He almost looked pleased to see me. Suddenly, 3 men appeared holding large guns. Or at least 2 men and what looked to be a pregnant woman. Incredibly, it was Mr. Silton.
Silton!
I thought you'd been shut down, he said. I mean, it's been years.
Years?
I'm not really sure what happened, I replied. I then told him about me cleaning a million things. He laughed and said, nothing changes. He then showed me into what was surprisingly a really nice house. Please excuse my husband, said the pregnant lady. I'm Edwina, but everyone calls me Eddie. I believe you know this idiot. And that's Preston. We've met, said the small man. It was me that delivered that thing, remember? All you used to deliver was weed, mumbled Mr. Silton as he put the dog dish on the floor. And I was there that night, when this twat was off his face on mushrooms. Thanks for letting me and the dog stay, by the way. Yeah, well, we like the dog, said Mrs. Silton. And I suppose I've got you to thank for us meeting. What with you giving Barry those dodgy magic mushrooms? She pulled out an old photograph. It was one that Heather had taken the night I had saved Mr. Silton.
Aww. Oh, it's her.
It reminded me of everyone else, so I asked what had happened to them.
Yeah, what had happened to them?
Mr. Silton said Alice had a small place in the countryside. The professor had holed up in one of the old man's factories.
Oh.
Mr. Deck was, believe it or not, now a presenter on the only state television channel.
Oh.
And Heather and her mother lived on a government compound where they both worked. I asked about the old man, surprised that Mr. Silton hadn't mentioned him. He's dead, said Mr. Silton. Sorry, I thought you knew.
Aww.
Anyway, said Mr. Preston, I thought you said that robot thing found the mushrooms for you, in that hoarder's manky old barn. Mr. Silton looked embarrassed. Well, said Mrs. Silton, I guess we've got you to thank for getting us together then. Time for bed, I think, said Mr. Silton.
No.
Make yourself comfy, and we'll see you in the morning.
Aww. He finally sleeps. Whoa, okay, that's... I see you! I'm following you! But this is freaking me out! Look, I'm flying! Whee! I see you, I'm following you! Don't worry! Whee! Here comes the question, will we see them? Will we be able to meet them? That's what I'm worrying about. I'm following you! Wait for me! Wait for me, old man! Which name I never knew. A whole freaking year we never knew. Home is where the heart is. Yes, it's true. Finding a way home. Well, we were home.
The next day, I thought it might be a good time to ask about the war. Judging by the look on everyone's faces, it wasn't.
Yeah, no.
Well, the war, said Mr. Silton. Barry interrupted his wife. Can I see you for a minute? And dragged Mr. Silton out of the room, leaving me with Mr. Preston. All of a sudden, Mr. Silton appeared. How about a tune-up, he said. Mrs. Silton started to make some food, and Mr. Preston was playing with the dog, leaving me to chat with Mr. Silton. I said that I really wanted to see everyone else, but Mr. Silton said that it wouldn't be that easy. Traveling now, especially for a robot, is complicated. Go back to the house, you could even do some cleaning. Wait there and I'll work out a way to get you to each of them. I told him that I couldn't get into the main house because the hallway ceiling had collapsed. I have just the thing, said Mr. Silton, as he pulled some sort of card out of his pocket. If you can get into the caves under the house, you can use this security pass to get into the old man's laboratories. You can get into the main house that way. I was so excited.
Aww.
I would be able to get back into my old room. I said thanks, and made my way to the front door. Also, I think you might be able to help us out, said Mr. Silton, but we'll meet up back at the old man's house in a couple of days. You head there and we'll see you soon.
Okay, well. Well, now we know what to do. Back to the house. Right. What's this? Nothing. Nope. Back to the boat we go. Actually good to actually meet Mr. Stilton and Mrs. Stilton, by the way. And that was the... Yeah. Let's go back. Woo!
I took the fisherman's boat to the old man's estate.
Oh! Sorry, Horace. That was really bad on me, sorry. I'm going back to the old man's house, old man's house, old man's house. Oh! Oh, junk is cleared. What happened? Nope. Nope. I'm gonna follow the story because that's who I am. A funny story guy. Yes. But that's the thing. As I always said in any videos I make when it comes to gaming, it's all about the story of the game. That's the most thing that anyone actually wants to do. Okay. And how am I gonna get to the laboratory? Running, 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 running. Sorry. I am. I'm not high. Ow. Sorry. What am I saying sorry for? Shut up. I'm opening this.
As I walked through the old church ruins, I was surprised to hear Mr. Silton calling me. He said he had forgotten to give me something, and the church's community hall would be the perfect place to try it out. As soon as we walked into the hall, Mr. Silton said he had a present for me. It was a pair of Atlas gloves. They made me think of the old blind man with the cat, and his stolen Atlas gloves. I wonder if Mr. Silton knew how lucky he was to still have them with a glove thief around. Mr. Silton asked me to try the gloves on and start chucking things around. But not him. He was very clear about that.
Yeah,
Mr. Silton suggested we clean the hall. Of course I knew when he said we, he meant me.
He meant.
But I was happy to try out my new gloves. He said I should clear everything off of the basketball court and put the things on the floor either side. I fiddled with the settings for a bit, but when Mr. Silton saw I was having trouble, he fished a small manual out of the box. He explained that pressing down and X would pick a thing up.
Oh.
X would then throw the thing, and if I wanted to place it on the floor, I should again press down and X.
Okay.
He looked more and more confused as he read all this, but eventually he finished by saying, "Well, I hope that made more sense to you than it did to me."
Well, I think it did. Eh. Okay. Okay. All right. Whoops. No! Whoops. Sorry for you who believe in Christ and that stuff. Believe in religion. I don't believe much in religion. But that's totally your own choice to believe. I don't really care about that. Okay. This maybe the less fun stuff actually.
Let's see what else these gloves can do, said Mr. Silton as he flicked through the manual. He actually looked quite excited when he explained that holding X while walking into or under a falling thing would allow me to catch it. I must admit, I was then really happy when he suggested we make it a game and I try to catch 10 basketballs.
Ooh. No, I missed. I missed. Aha! I am doing good. I did it! Woo!
Next, Mr. Silton suggested we make it a real game and see how quickly I could score 10 baskets. I enjoyed this so much. It felt just like the good old days. Except Mr. Silton wasn't as forgiving as the old man.
Yeah. Hard. I'm not good at sport. I'm doing. Oh, did you see that? That was super good. A lot of combination to do. Okay, four more. Yes! Yes! Silent fix it. Whoa!
When I'd scored 10 baskets, Mr. Silton gave me what he called a high five. He said I now knew everything about the gloves and I should be able to continue through the basement of the church into the house. When I asked him if he was coming with me, he just laughed and said they would catch up with me in the main hall.
Right, let's go! Running through everything. Okay, this is weird. What's going on? Feels like a mafioso. Hi. Okay, I went too far. Didn't see that. Ah, no. No. I'm doing wrong.
I was stood in a gigantic cavern. When I looked down, I was horrified to see hundreds of corpses of those things.
Yeesh.
As horrible as it sounds, my steptoe-chip said there were things to clean. So clean them I would.
Good. Let's begin the plane. We'll see when I will be able to go in water. That will be something. I don't know much.
That must be the door Mr. Silton talked about.
What are they doing in the stupid floor? Oh, sorry. I'm stupid. Whoop! That's how you do it.
The door was exactly as Mr. Silton had described it. I just hoped that the card he had given me was the security key and not just some backstage pass. Well, it opened the door,
Well,
but soon an alarm went off. Something caught my eye. It was a small yellow sphere. The book next to it explained that it was a shield that would automatically take a hit for me when activated. The Y button took the shield in and out of storage, meaning I could save it for when the going got tough. It seemed that I started with 2 slots to carry shields, but I could upgrade to be able to carry more.
okay.
If both I and the shield died in the same room, the Lazarus chip would bring us both back. It's almost as if the shield needed its sacrifice to mean something. It felt like a true friend, proving that even the simplest of faces can bring out an emotional reaction.
Yeah. Huh. This is... Okay, easy now. I am being quiet because I have no idea what to do. Well, I do know, but... yeah, you know. Maybe you don't know. I don't know. Okay. Okay, I need to be careful. Yay, I got skunk.
Something literally caught my eye. I remembered the old man had installed some software that helped show me things that were interactive, and how to interact with them.
Oh, sorry.
This must be what he was talking about. The electron gun blew the power. I needed to turn it back on before I could fire again.
I'm just cleaning stuff. Don't mind me, I'm just cleaning stuff. I'm just the old cleaning lady. I don't know. Whoa, okay. This is not good. Not good. I think I'm supposed to do that. Ah! Yeah!
This seemed quite valuable.
Sheesh, that was a boss battle for sure.
The video recorder's blinking light caught my eye. It must have been years since I had seen a film or TV show. Maybe I could take a little break from my quest and watch the film on the tape. As the video started, I was surprised to see the old man. "Hello, hello," he bellowed in his familiar tone. "This is test number, 107C. He continued as he read from a clipboard. "This unit still has 3 major issues. 1. The shell is so incredibly thick that the whole machine is still far too large and heavy. 2. The missile system is too unpredictable and aggressive. And 3.
Okay.
The trade-off between power and intelligence is far too great. I think the military capabilities would be far too dangerous in the wrong hands. I think we would be best to push forward with the Innocence Project." I didn't really understand a word of what he said, and I was slightly disappointed that he had recorded over the film, but it was nice to see the old man's face again.
Yeah. I agree.
I wasn't sure what was going on, but suddenly, inanimate objects started to come to life.
Okay, we need to get. Damn it! Oh! Why are there flying boxes? I don't know. Yes, oh, ah! Damn it! No! Thank you. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't like it at all. Yes, we always do. Oh, that was close. Haha! That was strange and creepy. Yeah, I'm just trying to be confident. I'm not sure if that's a good thing to do. I don't know what to do. Ah! Come on! There we go. I'm just trying to concentrate. Yup. Nope. This is wrong. I don't know what to do. This is. I like this song. I'm just gonna be the court of the course. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This is really getting on my nerves, and I don't know. Wait. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Sorry. I think I'm doing okay.
I should try picking that up.
Come on. Whoop. Okay, that one's good too. That was pretty good. Go as well. Where am I supposed to go? Ah! No. Oh! Come on, let me just go to the next section. EMP. I don't like that sound at all. Okay. Ow! Ow! Oh. Right up. Hop. 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 Ha. No, I'm wrong. Ah, being so concentrated, I don't even speak! Being the silent protagonist here. So many things to do here. That scared me! Sorry, but it did.
Batteries come in all shapes and sizes.
I like the music. I'm just gonna say that. Oh, Jesus. Is this the end? No. Oh, sorry. Okay. No! Why did I? Why? Come on! I want you much better now. Come on. Oh, I can't sit down. La, la, la. Come on. Yes! Come on, I'm doing some good at least. Come
Seeing
on.
another VCR made me wonder if there were any more recordings of the old man.
Yeah, maybe.
I rummaged behind the TV and was not surprised to find 2 more dusty old tapes. One just had hours of some strange sport.
Strange sports, okay. Yeah.
But the other had a recording of the old man.
Okay.
Hello, came his voice again. Right, this is urgent. Cancel the nanobot program immediately. All production to be stopped. Contain the remaining units in these corrosion-proof canisters.
Uh-oh.
Although I'm sure it's obvious, the old man continued. We have discovered that they are essentially unstoppable and can form a controlling intelligence around any object.
That's why you see the animated
Need
things.
I say more? Well, at least that explained why everything moved with minds of their own. I'd never been in this part of the house before, but I figured I would get back to more familiar surroundings once I made it through these laboratories.
So do I, but now it's time to exit now. Yes it is. Yes, it's time for us to end it right here. Oh my god. Believe me when I say this, oh my god, I don't like this at all. Yeah, I do. I like this a lot. And man, this really gets us on the stick. So, if you do like this, leave a like. And of course you want to, I don't know, subscribe maybe and join the family fan squad. You can just press the red button down below. And you can also find me on Twitch where I will live stream. And I will always put the notification on Facebook whenever I am live streaming. So, you can also find me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Links are always down below. And as always everyone, you can find this ugly mug, this beautiful ugly mug in the next video. So for now, all I can say is have a great day now. Bye bye!